welcome back. We're back in Timberborn, and today we've got a whole bunch of projects that hopefully all fit together. Our first project, I want to get some more dirt so that we can fill in these and get our advanced sawmill. However, to do that, we're going to need to bring it from these drills over here. However, the drills are full with coal and iron, and unfortunately, that means we have to turn the coal and iron into metal scraps. However, we are full on metal scraps, so we need to turn the metal scraps into something, which I could turn them into metal fasteners, but then I don't have anything to do with metal fasteners, unless we have today's project, which is going to be right here. We're going to be taking and moving these. We're going to flatten this out, and we're going to put a bunch of balloons in here to spin all of those metal fasteners on hopefully getting some pineapples, and we'll have a pineapple delivery system here. But let's move these first, and let's go ahead and set up our dynamite. We've got plenty of dynamite at the moment, so we're just going to say, let's take out all of this. That can go. Here we go. Of course, just as night comes, but we'll let them fill in all of this, and we will also put in a couple of ladders here so they can get to where they need to store the grapes. Let's put the grape ladder there. There we go. And then we'll move all of this here so we can have a little bit extra room for the balloons that we're going to put in here. Another suggestion that came by way of the comments was to replace out a lot of these wooden stairs with metal stairs, and that'll definitely help lower down the amount of scrap that we have so that we can get in more dirt. So I'm just going to start finding random stairways. We're going to start with these two right here. We're going to grab stairways here, and we're going to just put in metal stairways. There we go. And that'll give our beavers one more buff. And as we go through, I'll just be replacing those out with wherever I happen to find them. After a whole lot of waiting, we finally got our first nursing license, which lets us build a clinic. We definitely need it. So I'm going to switch this back to some easy to use science so we can get that going again. And in the meantime, I'm going to find a nice place for a clinic. I was thinking, how about over here? There's kind of some of the odd buildings out here. Not to mention, we have the tents down here as well. So what we can do here is let's go ahead and we'll just put in some dynamite here. And we'll get in some clinics in this area just as soon as they can get this dynamite in here for us. Over here on the ongoing Lotus project, I think I'm going to try and knock out this section here next. So we're going to have to put a road over there. It's definitely going to take a minute or two to get all of that out of there, I believe. So what I think I'm going to try and do is level some of it out so that the dynamite goes in there just a bit easier. We're going to start on just dynamite right here, and then we'll knock one more down, and then we'll put in some bigger dynamite here probably. They have our warehouses set up over here, so let's go ahead, take these out of here. They can salvage that stuff. There's nobody on this at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead, take this out of here so they can get to the other stuff. But that looks well cleared there. Now we're just going to take the road. Let's move it over just a bit. Actually, I want to make it come straight across here. So let's do that first. And we'll see how the balloon traders fit in here once we've got all of that. We're going to slip in a couple more metal staircases here. They'll find their way around eventually. There we go. Let's put a couple here. Let's get in a couple over here. In fact, let's replace the log stairs. They'll have to find a different way up. And that'll give us one extra here as well. So we'll just do that. No, I want rice. There we go. Now they've got that taken care of. We'll go ahead and replace this one as well. We'll say that one's a little more important, though, so they can get back down here. Let's just make that super high importance. Let's make these two just a little more important so they can get in there as well. And we'll look for some other good stairs to change out. I only have one extra balloon, and I'm going to need a whole lot of balloons. So any place that I go through that isn't doing anything, I'm going to switch to balloons, and maybe they'll get one made so that we don't have to worry too much about those balloons. Let's see. We'll change you. The toys are doing fine. You're working on Lotus. You don't have anybody in you, so let's fix that. You are also working on Lotus, but there's nobody there, so let's get a balloon from you. And your dynamite and your dynamite. So we'll leave them to work on that. Hopefully some Lotus still gets processed and we'll get enough balloons. All the dynamite's in, or at least as much as we could get in. So let's take all of this out. There we go. Couple of explosions here and there. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to remove these. You get down from there. There we go. Remove all of this off the top. And let's get in our dynamite here. There we go. All of that can go in. Looks good to me. So we'll take a route around the edge here just so they'll be able to put all that in. And then we'll come back and redo this. Hopefully with some... Well, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get some of the balloon places in here. Looks like not until we've gotten some of that out of there. So we'll come back and check on that. Got more dynamite done over here, so let's take this out of here. There we go. That looks good. And now we can look at the clinics, which is under, I believe that's well-being. There we go. One clinic for 200. Let's toss you in here. And we'll just have the one there for now. What do we want to set it for? Let's take a look and see what each of these does. The well-being. So we've got the first one. It looks like it takes care of all the minor stuff and medical treatment. And then we have the severe injury ones just on their own. So we will leave it on the minor ones for now. And then we'll switch up with severe ones later. Something that we are going to need, though, is let's see what all of these are up to. Those are all up to metal. Let's switch to the glassware because they're going to need one of those for the clinic as well. Back here in the Lotus project, they've got a couple of those in, so we'll take those out real quick. Do I want to start on this stuff? Nah, we'll come back to that. They've got our dynamite in over here, so let's take that out of here. While that's going, let's go ahead and remove this road. I'm sure there'll be a road that goes through here somewhere, but maybe not right there. What we're wanting to do is let's go back to the basic ones. We're going to put our balloons in here. Let's put you about that way, and we'll just put a bunch of these in here. Can I fit another one in there? No, I think that one's in the way. So we'll line this one up here. We can do 2 here. And then on the other side, let's see, we'll do a couple here as well. So we've got all of those in. Now we just need to decide what is what. So we're going to need our scouting balloon back here. We'll put that one in there. Do we need another folktales? I don't think so. I would like, well, maybe. Do they have the pineapples? Who has the pineapples? That's what I want to know. That is the island beavers. So, is that the island beavers? Where's the pineapples? No, maybe that wasn't it. Maybe that's, the jungle beavers. Okay, so we're going to do 4 jungle beavers here. so that we can have pineapples and we can spend some of the metal fasteners. That way we have a source of getting rid of all of those. Here, let's see, what do we still need? Other white paws? I'm not really too interested in that. But the iron teeth, however, they can give us coffee beans. So let's put in a couple for coffee beans just for our coffee lovers around here. There we go. That's good. And then we might as well... Do I want the... No, not really. We're going to put in another polar beavers so that we can possibly get some more of that frozen human meat. And there we go. That's going to take a bit to build, but we got to run our roads right through here. Here we go. We're going to go all the way through. And then over here, we'll make them match up as well. Those can go through. This can have a roadway through here. We'll go through here. And once we get this in, we'll put in some storage near it so that the beavers don't have to travel so far to restock the balloons. There's a couple more dynamite down over here, so let's get that. And then we're going to level this top portion out. And we're just going to work our way down. We might use a larger explosive. Can't tell if that's 4 or 5, but either way, it looks like 5. There's 3. No, that's 2 tall plus 1, 2, 3. So we might knock one more off here and then put some bigger dynamite in there. This looks like a place that a lot of beavers are going through. So let's see. We'll temporarily disrupt them. And we'll get some metal staircases in there for just a couple of buffs here. There we go. That one can go that way. That one can go that way. And while we're working on that, let's do that one there too. But we'll need to add the road back in. Let's make those slightly more important since the dynamite is in front of those. And we don't want to wait on the dynamite on those. So let's get that. Speaking of dynamite, we've got plenty. So I think it's a good time to take the top off of this hill and level it out just a bit. Currently, it looks like we're trying to make some science points here, but we're out of weird udon, which, you know, is critical for science research. So we're actually going to say, let's just pause it for a minute until we can get caught back up on that. We'll take the 12 beavers back, and they can go find something else to do. There's still a little rubble over here. Some of the stuff I'm sure they'll get to using, but there's also sky exploration and even a balloon in here. So let's make some quick storage for this stuff. I think the sky exploration is going to have to go in a special storage here. Let's see. We want storage, warehouses, crappy warehouse, gargantuan warehouse. No, maybe it's under... Ah, there it is. Scroll display. I bet that's in it. Scroll display. I know it only picks up one, but at least they'll be able to pick it up. So we're just going to toss that there for a minute. And in there, you can be sky exploration. Let's get that done so they'll pick that up. And then we need a small warehouse. I believe it's a warehouse. We'll put you right across the road from it for now. Only need the one, though. There we go. And there we go. Balloons. And that can go there. They should be able to build that pretty quickly. And those are all set to higher priority. Good. So they should build that. And then as they take the sky exploration from here, they'll be able to use it over in the new area. And then they'll just keep taking from the pile and putting it there, even though it only holds one. Well, the good news is they already have one of our balloons in, our exploration balloon. So that should help out with the others. Here, let's see. We want to set these up. So you're going to get some extra human meat. And then all of you are going to be pineapples. Pineapples, more pineapples. Lots of pineapples, and then you two need to be just a little bit of coffee to help our beavers wake up in the morning. Our first clinic is in, and now that we've got food and care there, I'm noticing there's a lot of stuff we just don't have. So let's see, we have got a lot of beavers that have major burns and minor burns. So I want to see if we can get maybe, just maybe, some frost balms made. We'll bring that over. I don't know. Do I have any ice blocks at the moment? It does not look like I do, but I think those are made in the distillery. No, that makes the essence. Maybe they're made in these? No. Well, I will have to take a minute and find out where those come from. I did find what made those blocks. It's another alchemist. So we're just going to toss another one right over here in our alchemist area and set them up for making the blocks. However, I think we're going to need another distillery because we've only got two and they're not keeping up super great. So let's see. We can find a place for this too. We want, I guess we could put it here. Why not have a distillery right next to a hospital? Seems like a good place to me. They can get that built, and this one can focus on the endothermic essence, which I believe they're going to need to make these. If not, we'll come back and move stuff around, but we need another distillery anyway. Until we can get in, let's see, our wine cellar. Do we have anything special that we need for these? No, not really. So we could go and find a place for some wine cellars. What about over here? This looks like a good place for them. Although, which way are the ladders facing? Not the right way. Well, we can fix that. I'm going to put a wine cellar over here so that we can have a little bit more. Is that fitting inside there? No. There we go. And as for these, well, guys, sorry, but you're going to have to come out of there. And the direction we're going to put them is the other direction, because eventually we'll put more down here, but you can go this way with them. So let's do this. We'll just cut that path off there. And we'll say that these are very important. There we go. They can get those in. They can get all of this made. And then we'll be back to good. Got a couple of dynamite in up here. So let's take those out so that we can go ahead and get the next layer going. I haven't really made too much forward progress on a couple of these other things. It's not like we're out of some of this stuff. They're just not getting to build it. And I think that's because they're trying to work on this stuff over here. Yeah, if you can look here, they've already got 2 of the blocks in. So now we just got to get those last 3 there. We've gone back to being in a deficit for pine resin and planks. The pine resin, we're just going to take a little bit out of this. And to do that, we're just going to say, hey, don't replant these particular trees. Let's go right about that many. So once those grow up, they'll chop them down. We'll put pines in there. And then hopefully that ups our pine resin to where it needs to be. I've noticed a lot of what's left here is pencil sets, and I could definitely use a couple of those, so we're just going to do the same thing. Build a warehouse, tell them it's for, well, let's see, where is that? Are pencils saved in piles? Possibly. Let's take a look. Storage, small pile. I don't know why it keeps making ones over there, but whatever. Pencils are not stored in piles, so they have to be in here somewhere. Let's see. In this. There it is, vampire steaks. Let's go ahead and get that in there. And then they can pick all of these up and take them to wherever they need to go. I'm not sure where the pencil storage is at the moment. We might have to get some. I went ahead and just destroyed all of this, which gives us a ton of new space for our Lotus project. So we're going to go ahead and fill these in, and they'll come out. I don't know if that's going to be enough space to get our Lotus in the positive yet, but we'll try. Our beavers reached a new level of happiness, and I have a feeling that a good portion of that has to do with the wine that we're now making. So we'll keep an eye on all of that. We'll probably do a couple more of these as well, as a couple more of those. But that's going to be in another episode. And finally, our new launching pad is ready to go over here. We've got 4 bringing us in pineapples, so hopefully we'll have a decent amount of pineapples. I don't know if 4 plus the one over there, so 5 is enough for this many beavers, but hopefully that gets rid of some of the metal so that we can work on the blocks that are now done over here. So it looks like the next episode we'll be working on getting the advanced lumber mill in. But like I said, that's next episode. So as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.